Hello everyone. Today we will study the chapter Sexual Reproduction in Flowering Plants. As we say, sexual reproduction in flowering plants means most advanced category of plant kingdom, that is Angiosperms. So what are our Angiosperms? These are the most advanced category of plant kingdom. We can see the unique features in Angiosperms, like for the very first time we saw fruit, we saw seeds in Angiosperms, and we have a large variety of flowers in the Angiosperms, right? So what is a flower? Flower is a modified stem or modified shoot. So this is our flower, and this is also known as shoot, right? Which functions as a reproductive organ and produces egg or pollen, right? So earlier in pteridophytes, now let's talk about the pteridophytes. It consists of leaves only. There were no concept of flowers or fruits then. So it consists of leaves only, which produces spores, right? So what happens, like we have a plant here and it consists of leaves only, like this. So the part where the leaves are attached are known as nodes. So here we can see these are our nodes, right? And the space between the nodes is known as internode. What it is called? It is called internode, right? Now with evolution, internodes reduces and leaves modified to become flower and form the angiosperms, as you can see today, which having androecium. Okay, so the spelling is wrong. So let's see it in the another slide. So we have androecium and gynoecium present in the flower, which are the reproductive parts of the flower, right? Where androecium is known as microsporophyll. What it is called? This is also known as microsporophyll, right? And gynoecium is known as. Now microsporophyll are the leaves which consist of spores or male gametes. So it consists male gametes, right? And the megasporophylls are the spores or female gametes, right? So these are our female gametes. It consists of female gametes, and here phyll means leaves, right? So leaves evolved to form the microsporophyll and megasporophyll, in which microsporophyll consists male gametes and megasporophyll are the female gametes, right? Now let's study the parts of the flower. So stalk of the flower is known as pedicel. So this is our pedicel, right? And it is not necessary that in every flower the pedicel is present. So the flower which have pedicel is known as pedicellate, right? And in the flowers which do not have pedicels are known as sessile, right? So these are the two important terms you should remember. Now the place where the whole flower is placed, that place is known as thalamus. So this is our thalamus, right? Or we can say the stage of the flower, okay? Now let's come to the another part which is known as calyx. So the whole, this green part, the sepals, all the sepals are known as calyx. So this is our sepal. So what is the difference between calyx and sepal? So sepal is a unit of calyx, right? The whole bunch of sepals together are known as calyx. So this is the very first whorl of the flower and it is placed just after the thalamus, right? And it is green in color. That means it can do photosynthesis also. Also, it is the outermost layer and works as protector for the bird. When the flower is in the stage of bird, it is the sepal, it is the calyx which protects it. So, and we already know that the units of calyx are known as sepals. You must remember this thing. Now come to other part, which is known as corolla, right? It is the second whorl and it attracts pollinators. So now you can guess what is the thing which attracts pollinators. So these are our petals, right? These are our petals and this is known as corolla. So it is same as in the case of calyx and sepal, corolla and petals. So petals are the unit of corolla. The whole bunch of petals are known as together corolla, right? Okay, now come to another whorl which is our androecium, which is the third whorl, right? And it consists of bunch of stamens. So these are all our stamens. You can see 4 stamens here. And stamen is also divided into 2 parts. It has anther. This is our anther. And the other part is our filament, right? This is our anther and this part is known as filament. And androecium represents the male reproductive structure, right? Now come to another whorl, the fourth whorl, which is our gynoecium, and the units of gynoecium are known as carpel, right? Now carpel consists of stigma. This is our stigma. After that the style, and then the swollen part is known as ovary, right? So all these 3 will together be known as carpel, right? Where stigma helps the pollens to stick over it and the further reproduction process will continue. And this gynoecium is the female reproductive structure of a flower. So this is it for this video and thank you for watching. In the next video we will cover something more about the whorls and the functions of flower. Thank you for watching.